Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Nanda Yusuf Hardiansyah, and I'm the sixth semester of English Education Department in 2019. So, in this video, I will explain about the assignment of a mid-test for discourse analysis. And before I explain about I answering the question, so I will tell about what things that will be in this video. So in this video will be there I have several materials like the urgency of studying discourse analysis in ELT, discourse analysis and English language teaching, and the scope of discourse analysis. Okay, for the first is the urgency of studying discourse analysis in ELT. So for the first question is, what are the reasons for studying discourse analysis? My answer is there are broadly three reasons for the study of discourse analysis. The reason may be categorized as academic, practical, and pedagogical reason. The number one is academic reason. So discourse analysis is an interdisciplinary study which has very close relationship with linguistics, sociology, anthropology, psychology, philosophy, communication, and education. So this study leads students to the exploration and investigation of socially used texts and talks. Bywood in 2014 is of the opinion that through discourse analysis, the student engage with the study of how in social interaction human beings convey their meaning not as an individualistic enterprise but as a result of dynamic and ongoing negotiation with their interlocutors. And number two is practical reason. For short, discourse analysis makes effort to identify linguistic feature that characterize particular use of language, social as well as cultural factors which facilitate learners' interpretation and comprehension of different genres of text and talks. So the knowledge of linguistic feature, social and cultural aspect of English will not only make the student good at making a correct sentence, but also good at using the sentence appropriately in line with the context. And number three is pedagogical reason. So discourse analysis has a very close relationship with teaching and learning, language teaching, either a foreign language or a second language. By Khader in 2016 points that the close relationship between discourse analysis and foreign language education is very simple. Discourse analysis is concerned with the use of language in a real communication situation, and so is foreign language education. So therefore the information on language use obtained from the analysis of discourse has been an inspiration for teacher and language practitioners, that they use it as a source of reference for to formulate the curriculum, to design syllabus, to prepare teaching materials, and to determine language teaching methodology. And the second question is, what are the differences between discourse analysis and error analysis in terms of their genesis and focus? So my answer is the first is the genesis of discourse analysis. So genesis is defined as the origin of beginning of something. So we use the term to describe the origin of discourse analysis in this section. So as stated earlier, that discourse analysis has been linked with a wide range of disciplines. So therefore, the history of its development will vary according to the study with which discourse analysis interacts. However, it should be noted here that this section simply concern itself with a general history of discourse analysis. And the section 1 is discourse analysis and English language teaching. The first question is what are discourse and discourse analysis by using the theories? My answer is with discourse by Edmondson in 1981 says that discourse is a structural event manifest in linguistic behavior or other, whereas a text is an arrangement of structural linguistic expression which form a unity. And discourse analysis by Stubbs in 1983. Discourse analysis refers to the attempts to study of organization of language above the sentence or above the clause, and therefore to study large linguistic units such as conversational exchange or written text. And the number two question is what are teaching and English language teaching? So teaching is then defined as the process of imparting knowledge or skill to a group of students by applying three main stages, like planning the teaching, giving instruction in teaching, and evaluating the teaching outcomes. And more specifically, Smith in 2016 defines teaching as a process of attending to people's needs, experience, and feelings, and making specific interaction to help them learn particular things. And English language teaching can be interpreted as the process of imparting skills and knowledge of English to a group of students whose first language is not English through the implementation of three main stages like pre-teaching or planning while teaching or giving instruction, as well as post-teaching. There is measuring learning outcomes. And number three question, what is the relation between discourse analysis and ELT? So my answer is discourse analysis and English language teaching are found to be tightly connected and inseparable. It is obviously seen from an indication that discourse analysis signifies language and language enables discourse analysis. So language is one method of communicating message, while discourse analysis can be used as a tool to disclose message being communicated. In a nutshell, the relationship between discourse analysis and language is symbiotic, in which one will not exist without the others. And sub 3, the scope of discourse analysis. So the first question is, what is spoken discourse referred to the theories? So my answer is the idea concerning spoken discourse. The first is language is verbally used by using speech in communication. The second is it continues a series of conventional system of sound. And number three, its actual representation is speaking. Understanding speaking means to understand spoken discourse. And number two question, what are the differences between classroom and casual conversation? So the answer is, in casual conversation, people do not need to put their hands up if they want to speak. In classroom conversation, students are expected to do it if they want to say something. And according to Barnes in 1971, teachers rarely ask questions to which they do not already know the answer. In real life, people normally ask questions to find out something they do not know. And Delamont in 1976 state that in the classroom, teachers are expected to follow up the pupil's response with some kinds of evaluation like got gears, that's right. But outside the classroom, this type of follow up would be quite out of place. Next, number three question, the reason for analyzing the discourse, classroom and casual conversation. So, to show its typical characteristics in terms of structures, function, and so forth, which have made it different from casual conversation, and to encourage the student to know and to use the characteristics when they are in the classroom settings and want to involve in conversation therein, and to see what goes on the classroom and to evaluate the end products of our teaching and that of our student by McCarthy in 1991. And the fourth question is how to analyze the discourse, examples for analyzing the discourse. So the analysis of discourse is expectable to encourage the student. First is to examine thematic links. The idea relate to each other in terms of the meaning. So in written text or in spoken interaction. And then to analyze structure, rules used in language, form, and texture, semantic independence in function, in written text or in spoken interaction to consider the construction and interpretation of meaning in the discourse. Then to discuss whether the discourse can be classified as belonging to a particular register, the level of formally or informally, or genre, culturally and linguistically distinct forms. And last is to analyze the discourse in relation to assumptions about the relationship between speakers or writer and the recipient of messages. So number five question, what things are found from the analysis? So when the extract is analyzed, we found the following function, like the initiation in teacher, like today we will continue our professors our we will continue the previous materials. And the analysis, the teacher initiates the conversation by saying today we will continue our previous materials, so which found as recollect information, and ends the initiation by saying it's clear, so or any question which function as invite question. When the extract and when the extract is analyzed, we find out the following function, like nonverbal response, like student when they are silent. The analysis, when Indonesian studying students already understand something, they prefer not to say anything, which possibly means no problem about the lesson. So implicitly show their comprehension. Well, that's all for my explanation about the assignment mid test in discourse analysis. So before that, there are several important things that I will be explain short again, like uh, in discourse analysis, the reason there are three reasons for the study of discourse analysis, like uh, academic reason, pragmatical reason, and pedagogical reason. So, and discourse analysis and English language teaching. So we can distinguish between what is the relation between discourse and between discourse analysis and English language teaching. There are all my explanation about or my answer for the mid test assignment. So I would like to thank you for your attention, and I hope you all understand what I have said. So the last said, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.